So Greg's turned up, now eating a McDonald's, late as usual. Fashionably late, I see, Greg.
It's necessary.
It is necessary. And here's where we're filming today. Keep pressing it, keep pressing it, keep pressing it, keep pressing it, keep pressing it. Are you sure you don't need any help?
Yeah, sure. Okay, got it.
You should keep pressing it.
That's enough.
They won't need that either. It's quite big for you, Fran.
There. Got it. What?
We don't need to do it.
I know, but I can't leave them in the middle of the hall.
There we go.
No offense, but like I have friends who are studying and we were on top.
I wasn't pressing the bell, he was.
So don't ever do that again.
He was pressing the bell. I never pressed the bell.
It's
You were
on
pressing
camera,
the bell.
it's on camera.
He was pressing the bell. We can watch it. I'll show you. He was pressing the bell.
Hello, you're joining me, Andrea Marcavecchio, in this Strikeout interview.
Hey Andrea, how does it feel to be back on set? Season 2 of Strikeout.
It's good to be back. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm very glad to be back. I'm looking forward to it.
I hope it's as mad and chaotic as last year.
Hi Jamie,
Hi.
you alright?
I'm good, how are you?
So obviously, I've never got to interview you last year, but how was it last year for you?
Last year was really, really fun. It wasn't like a major part, but it was nice kind of filming outside routes and just shouting Chunder Monkey about 8 million times. I kept getting my lines wrong. Wait, can we do it again? I didn't hit you then.
Oh, seriously, last night was bollocking shitting. What's the line? Oh, sitting bollocking hell.
And the infamous laugh, which everyone loved.
Whatever it is, yeah.
So are you glad to have a major part in season 2?
Oh yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Hi Fran!
Hi Sammy!
Back for season 2, how does it feel?
It feels awesome. It feels really, really good.
So, just explain after the end of the first season, up until now, the process with you and Ben, the journey you've took to get to season 2.
Took a lot of emails, a lot of Facebook messages, about 29 drafts for the first episode, and a lot of writing during the summer, but we eventually got there and wrote the whole season, so it's good.
Has it been a fun experience for you?
It's been a lot of fun, like writing everything was loads of fun, but you sort of have to, like when you're on holiday, you don't really think about the practicalities of filming stuff, so sometimes you're like, oh yeah, and then we're gonna have this really cool crane. No, we don't have a crane, we can't do a crane shot, so you kind of have to re-edit yourself, just because when you're not on set with people and not working on a regular basis, you don't realise what you can and what you can't do.
We had our script read through. I think you did some filming a couple of weeks ago, and that's the first time like everyone actually read the scripts. We got everyone's reactions first hand as everyone together. And that was really cool, kind of like just hearing the lines being spoken for the first time. Because Fran and I spent so much time over the summer trying to get these scripts right, and we're setting up a load of secrets in it as well. So stuff that's going to be like revealed at the end of the season. And there's some clues already in the first couple of episodes, and people are, especially you, Sam, trying to get the secrets out of us and what happens. But we're not telling anyone, so they're not gonna get the next 2 episodes till after Christmas. But I'm really excited to see how they react to it and what they think. Having read the first 2 episodes, what are your initial thoughts to the script?
I think the writing stepped up quite a bit this series. Like, not that last year wasn't good, but it's just it is better written from what I've seen in the first 2 series. And like, and I think you got more room to do stuff when we're in Lem, not campus. Campus is just so campusy.
This year we're in houses, which is a big change for Strikeout, I think, both for Strikeout from season 1, just because working in houses, we have flatmates to think of, we have the fact that we're in a town, we're no longer on campus, and it still has to feel fresh and interesting, so it's different.
Are you glad that your character's
definitely,
back?
I'm glad. It's good. I'm glad Guy's back. He seems, judging from the script, to be even more of a douchebag than he was before, which I like. Last year, he was as dickish as he could be, but I think now he's really elevated that and is even more of a knobhead, and I really want to continue with that.
He's also gone a bit like more narcissistic. Like he's come back thinking he's this big shot from Las Vegas.
Well, he's been to Vegas, so obviously he's gonna be a bit more dicky, more egotistical.
Oh, I love my character. He's just so funny and so ridiculous that it makes him more human that he's so ridiculous, I think. If I go a day without embarrassing myself, it's quite an accomplishment for me.
Jake, do you want to play some FIFA later?
FIFA? What's this, FIFA?
It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to it, because from the first few pages, all that kind of like insecurity that he had towards the end of the last series, you know, when he was like, oh, I'm worried she might hurt me when it came to Charlie. This time round, it's like, I genuinely can't see that happening. I think he's genuinely going to be the biggest dick ever, and that's what I think will be fun.
Having only read the first 2 episodes of the season, how do you think your character will progress throughout the series?
Ooh. I mean, he's kind of, at the moment, like a little bit of a 2-dimensional character because you're not seeing too much of him. But I think maybe because you're kind of living with him now, you'll get to see more of him kind of just at home, because people are just so much more comfortable when they're at home, and because he's funny, and just make him a little bit more human.
Are you happy with your character where he's at now from last year?
I'm never happy with Rupert, to be honest. I'm just constantly striving for him to be better, and he just doesn't get any better. I mean, they've sort of hinted that he's gonna progress and get a bit more mature and a bit cooler as the series goes on. So let's hope so, because at the minute he's just the same. Like you need that sort of character that's sort of always kind of happy and sort of a bit dim-witted.
We have 2 new main characters.
Yes!
Exciting.
So exciting.
So how did it come about creating those 2 characters? Obviously Wes and Lucy.
Well, we started off thinking we do need more people, just because I think we'd exhausted the love triangle between Rupert, Guy and Charlie enough, and that group couldn't just stay together past season 1, just because obviously after that we would have expected these characters to get on with their own uni lives, make more friends and so on. And yet, even though we did agree on that, when they do come around to season 2, the people that they end up living with aren't really people that they're friends with, as much as people that they've had to accidentally bring into their house. So it's interesting because as we're introducing the characters to the audience, they're also being introduced to the characters within the story. So it's fun. It's fun. They're fun. They're weird.
Filming episode 1 particularly, you've had a lot of trouble in terms of auditions. You've had more girls audition than boys do.
Yeah,
and it got to the point where you was auditioning yourselves. You and Ben were auditioning each other.
I am Ben Wadey and I'm auditioning for Wes.
When you're ready.
Thank you, housemates, for coming to the meeting tonight. I would like to remind you about the punctuality. Meeting dismissed. What do you think?
No.
What?
No.
Why not?
You can't do Wes.
I did a little audition for Wes. Didn't go very well.
Hi!
Hi!
Can you tell the audience a bit about the audition process and how you came to be a part of Strike Out?
I just saw it online and then I went along to the audition and I walked into the room and Ben and Fran were there with the camera.
Hello, I'm Fran and I'm auditioning for Wes because apparently I'm a man now.
When you're ready.
Thank you, housemates, for coming to the meeting tonight. I would like to remind you about punctuality. These houses need the rent of the room to be paid. Hello.
Hey.
And they were like doing something, they were like messing around with it. And I walked in and they were just sitting there in silence and Ben was filming Fran and no one said anything for like 30 seconds. I was just like, am I in the right place? And they were just like, yeah.
We didn't even have the right room because they'd locked the room and we just looked really unprofessional and it was really embarrassing. But she did a really good audition and that is Sophie, who we ended up casting.
It's like a miracle.
It was a miracle.
We've been having troubles finding a Wes. There was
Yeah.
no guys that auditioned, so when you came along, they were auditioning each other for the role of Wes.
Oh, is that what they were doing?
That's what they were doing.
Why were they doing that?
Because they were getting terrified that no guys would audition.
So they were going to get expect Ben to be worse. See, I think that's better because when I arrived, I thought it was something like really dodgy and I didn't know what was going on.
We found a Wes, and he's arrived today. What are your initial thoughts to the script?
It's a very interesting script. So my character is actually very got this sort of nerdy, strange, social. It doesn't have to deal with people very well, but no, it seems a very interesting script. And there's a lot of interest around the set at the moment about where's it going to go because we haven't been given all the scripts yet, so everyone wants to know how it's going to finish.
She's a bit of a bitch, and I'm not a bitch.
How do you think your character will progress throughout the series?
Hopefully he will learn how to deal with people a little bit better. I know I think he does see himself as I think of him as a little bit of like Ricky Gervais in The Office. Thinks he's a lot cooler and like in charge than he actually is. And, like everyone thinks he's a dick. Hopefully he'll learn to hold back, but I have a feeling he won't.
I hope that she becomes more nice and open.
And actually make some friends.
Actually make some friends. She has no friends. She just sits in her room all day and does Tai Chi, which is really sad.
Your character comes across as very weird and creepy. Are you planning on making him weirder?
If I can, find an opportunity, I'll definitely. I know there's some moments where like I just say one word, but it's just creepy. So I'm just gonna, much as I can, just like proper creep it out.
She's quite a lonely character.
I know. I feel quite sorry for her. If she wasn't such a bitch, I'd feel sorry for her. So I hope that she makes some friends.
Those are apparently my pedo eyes. This is not a trap. It doesn't help me with girls at all. It doesn't help me, but those are my pedo eyes. So yes, well that's me.
My character just doesn't give a shit about anything. She doesn't care about other people's lives. She doesn't care. She just doesn't want to be involved. But I am genuinely starting to doubt whether I'm a bitch. I don't think I am, but why do I keep getting cast as a bitch?
Do you feel any connection between yourself and your character?
I don't know. I don't know. The only thing we have in common is the same face. What was the question? I like to have attention. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, I don't know. You know. I don't know. Not to that extreme. I'm trying to say it in the right way. Not narcissistic. This is bad points for you. I told you I was terrible.
That's great.
Essentially what I'm saying is that he's a dick and he'll continue to grow throughout the series.
Are you going to miss kissing Alicia?
I'm not a prick.